Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is kind of a collective message, I guess, slash story time. But I want to talk about the importance of one person. How one person can literally change the trajectory of your life. How you, as one person, can change the trajectory of someone else's life. And I want to give a few examples of when I've had literally only one person in my fucking corner that has helped me get out of some really intense situations. I'm watching Pearl Harbor. You can see it in my glasses. It's like the fight scene. Anyway, ooh, that was gross. Anyway, I think one of the things that I encounter a lot is that people think I'm fake because of the way I exist in the world. Now, first of all, I don't have to exist in the world a lot. Less than a lot of folks, most people. I spend a lot of my time at home. We are homebodies. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And so, first off, I just want to say I don't have to deal with society as much as most people. That being said, when I am out there, I make sure that I have the best energy as possible because I know how important it is to exchange good energy with people, especially people who need good energy. And a lot of people think that's fake because I don't know why, but I think it's an emotional, spiritual maturity that I exist from. But again, I have ample space to recharge myself and stay in my own energy. So I want to give a few examples of what I mean by this. I think I made a video about how my village right now is predominantly men and how when I moved here, I was like, oh, I'm going to make this commune for moms and children, right? And then I get here, and most of my community is legit men. My landlord, his guys helped me out. They actually just delivered. I bought some plywood. My neighbors are dudes. Yeah, I have mostly a village of men right now, even baby daddy. Boo is a female, but anyway, some of the times that I've been reflecting on this, when I've needed one person, it has oftentimes been a man who has helped me out. And it's oftentimes, especially in the past few years, that I'm thinking, I've just needed someone to take a chance on me, right? I needed one person to give me a shot, and I've gotten that pretty consistently. When we were living on that commune and that we had just gotten the RV, he had turned 1 while we were there. The folks there were fucking weird, and they were just not my people, right? There was an entire coven that tried to take me down there. I haven't really spoken about that. And there were 2 dudes who lived on the land, and they were like poly with the woman who lived there. Don't worry, I'm getting to my point. And it came to moving day when I was going to move my RV to Cottonwood, where we came here from. And we were going to an RV park. I had one man, Tony, the guy from the RV park, let me come. I had called literally every single RV park in northern Arizona trying to find a place for this fucking RV when this land situation didn't come out. So Tony, the guy in Cottonwood who owned the RV park, let me come there, gave me a shot. Comes to moving day, we hired this guy. I found him on Craigslist, I think. And he was like, I can't move your trailer without a spare tire. And I was like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do? I have no fucking money for this. Anyway, one of the dudes from that land went to Walmart and got me a spare tire. Thank God. And I paid him back like when I could, right? But that was like 2 guys that helped me out of that situation. Then we got up here, and I had guys help me with my car issues. My landlord now helped me get out of the off-grid thing because we weren't quite ready, but I really needed to get out of Cottonwood. And again, he took a chance on us and gave us, you know. So all of this to say is that if you are someone who has access to resources, access to privilege, or if you're on the other side of that and you are seeking that one motherfucker who's gonna help you get out of a situation, first of all, email me. I can't help financially, but I can help. I can support. I have my own network, right? And then, you know, the guy who I bought my car from, I've shared a little bit more about that story. Pretty sure I avoided becoming a prostitute in that situation. But again, it was one person that someone gave me the hookup or the network for, and I reached out to them and they had exactly what I needed. And I still have that car. I've had that car for like 5 years. It's a salvage. It was from the hood. That car is straight out of Compton. But like, it gets us to point A and point B most of the time. And when it doesn't, I have landlord to call now. I just want to say, I think it's so important because I think a lot of the times, especially if you are out in society or, you know, especially in these dark times where it's just like everybody fucking sucks, everybody's, you know, everybody hates everybody. I don't think that's really true. And I know it's not true because I don't exist in the world that way. And I know that every time I've needed one person to be in my corner, I have gotten that from the universe. And I just want to reiterate the importance of that belief, that faith that you can have within yourself, within humanity, within, you know, whatever you believe in, larger than you or not, you know. And also, I just want to encourage everyone to be that person if you have the ability. But like, you don't have to go to extremes, right? You don't have to own properties and, you know, give people housing. I mean, if you can get there, that's what I'm working for. I'm hoping that I can do that at one point in time. And I can't wait until the future because as many times I've had one person in my corner, I'm really stoked in the future. I'm not there yet, to be able to be that person for lots of people in the future when I have, you know, my foundation a little bit more solid. But even in the past, you know, anytime I associate with others, go out in the world, I do my best to really be this super bright light because you never fucking know what other people are going through. You have no fucking clue what people are hurting from, you have no clue. And it's best to be a super fucking shining bright light and have people think you're dumb than it is to be like just raining on all these fucking parades. Like, I think some of the most important sayings that I really hold dear to myself and repeat often in my head are, everybody's fighting a battle you don't know anything about, so be kind. Be the change you wish to be in the world. See in the world. As a Freudian slip. And then also, like, it only takes one person to literally change the trajectory of your life, and you have no idea when that is. And I feel like with the examples I gave, like, I had to get out of those situations so badly. And there it was, that one person that helped me get out of those situations. Literally one. So I just wanted to remind you, you don't know who that person's going to be. You don't know when you're going to need support. And that's another reason. Remember that whatever you put out in the world will find its way back to you. This is my number one mother piece that I tell Niall all the time, is like, the energy you give is going to be the energy you receive, no matter what. You know, check yourself. If you need to take a minute, do that. But ultimately, calling on us all to support each other. And I hope that you can find that one person for you. Know that you're gonna have to do a little work to find those people when you need them. For instance, when I first met my landlord, I met him because I got a flat tire, and we had stayed at a hotel for like 2 nights, and it rained so much, and like the roads out on the land are like muddy as fuck, right? That's another time we got stuck. But anyway, the first time I met my landlord was like December. We didn't move into this house until January. So I met him in early December, and then late December is when my car got stuck out there because of the mud. And that's when he offered this house. But anyway, when I met him that day that he had to change my tire, I was literally getting on the highway. I was on the on-ramp, and they had to come and change my tire. It was a Sunday, so no one was open. I called a few people in town. There's no AAA here. And then I called some guy, and he couldn't come, but he gave me Keith's number. That's my landlord. And so I called him, and he was like, oh yeah, we'll be right there. I think it was a Monday, actually. And so I met him, and he helped me with my tire. And then I went home for a couple weeks back on the land. But like, that's the thing, is that, and then another thing, when I called Tony, or when I was looking for my car, it took me a lot of phone calls. It took me a lot of work to find that one person. So don't give up, is kind of what I'm trying to say. But just trust and believe that eventually you will get someone to support you, and if you keep that attitude, then you can present yourself as that person to others as well. Remember that energy is reciprocal. Remember that, and if you're being faced with a lot of hard times, hard comings, moments, maybe take a step and be like, what am I trying to learn here? Or like, what am I being encouraged to learn from this situation? How can I grow from this situation? What is this situation telling me? But ultimately, it's so very true how one person can change the trajectory of your entire life. The community art space, and then it's like the butterfly effect, I don't know if you've seen that movie, but like that movie has a really negative connotation. I remember it very negatively. I think I only watched it once. Like Donnie Darko, I don't know, those two remind me of each other. But anyway, the butterfly effect is like, no matter what you do, it's gonna have an impact. And so, try and be the best person you can be to have the best impact for not just yourself but others as well. And again, if you have the means, the resources, the network to help and be that one person, whether it's connecting a contact or supporting financially or with resources or with ideas, do it, okay? This is how we're gonna get back to like our shared humanity. But I just wanted to share because I was thinking a lot about that, and a lot of people would call that luck. It's not luck, it's you receiving what you put out. And when you're a good person and you do your best and you own your bullshit, again, you're gonna get the energy back that you give out, no matter what energy that is. So, all right, y'all, have a good one.